Hello, Daddy D. Wally here, and welcome to the Nerd Chat, an Xbox podcast, Jose. Celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. Guys, I am so excited. This is episode number 214, juicy Xbox / Summer Game Fest showcase predictions to Jose. Joining me as always is you call, I'll deliver. He's playing the UPS simulator right now. Jose at Chipotle Bear, how are you?
I'm going to be very honest. I was really great until about an hour ago. We just had a massive rainstorm in Denver.
Coming down.
I had to run out to get bacon a package. That part was fine. It was great to see bacon. And then I came back inside while I was cooking dinner, and one of our lighting fixtures started leaking in our living room. So that is not great because we just bought new windows and a vacation, and now we need to fix our roof. So that's not great. But that's not Xbox's fault. It's not anyone else's fault, really. So I will get over it, and we're going to have a great show either way. Also got some interesting gaming news we'll get to later, but happy to be here. Happy Thursday, everyone.
Sorry about that, Jose. And joining us, he says it's a 5 out of 10 because he's a hater. Bacon Gaming.
Yeah, I started this endeavor. Think I wasn't going to get any Switches, and I currently have 2 Switches in my hot, grubby hands. I think I have the other one sold, so we'll see. I'm not going to scalp it. That's not my business.
I will. And joining us, he's making a grand return, subbing in for Bubble Boy. Bubble Boy was supposed to be here, but he bailed on us. He's at some school counselor conference, and he's like, F you guys, I'm not coming tonight, even though I told him it was a special episode. So let's give a round of applause for Eric at Game Positive for summing in here in the clutch. He says Xbox will cure my Switch FOMO on Sunday. How are you, Eric?
I have a bad case of Switch FOMO, actually. Just got diagnosed, unfortunately.
Pretty good.
Yeah, it lasted 12 hours, and then it's contagious.
You gotta stop hanging out with bacon, bud.
Oh, my God.
Live on air, we're doing a live unboxing.
What is that packaging, by the way? It's
By
a
the way,
bag.
did you guys hear that Walmart orders for most people were getting a can of Pringles and a Coke?
And Coke? I saw that
Yeah.
too.
What's up, Walmart? Hey, Jose, can you clip this? Walmart. I just got a Switch 2. Where is my Pringles?
Someone stole the
And
Pringles.
And
off
he's a
the
Walmart
porch.
Plus
What
subscriber.
is exactly? I'm a Walmart Plus subscriber.
He's a power user too. He uses Walmart all the
And
time.
you just send me a Switch 2? Where are my Pringles? I'm actually more interested in the Pringles and Coke.
Oh,
now, so
I just got. They just said it's because you returned $400,000 worth of stuff.
I don't return to Walmart. That's Amazon and Best Buy.
He's absolutely correct.
Holding it right now, Eric, I'm not gonna lie. I'm like, man, I really want to open this bad
Open
boy
it.
up. But
What does it smell like? What does it taste like?
Better, bro.
What
No,
does it
one
taste
more,
like?
one more shout out. Did I show you guys this last week?
What are those fingerprints on there? That butter or popcorn on
Yeah,
there?
butter and popcorn. The final reckoning, indeed. My secret briefcase right here for the mission. Let's turn these bad boys on.
For the people at home, he's holding up binoculars that he got at the movie theater. And to be very clear, we were in the theater and he was standing up at his full 6'3" height, looking at the movie screen with the binoculars on, in a full suit.
Shout out to the final reckoning. I went and saw it again solo by myself in Florida on a Dolby. Guys, we missed out. We should have done the Dolby Theater. I'm really actually kind of pissed that we didn't do it. It was amazing. It was incredible. Planning on seeing it one more time with Grayson because he's got to see the action plane sequence. The more I think about it. By the way, guys, did you know? I can't. Never mind. Can't say anything. I don't want to spoil it. There's one stunt in there where I thought it was digitized. It was real. So I'm gonna have to tell you guys about that later.
Both Joy-Cons work as an independent cursor.
Oh
You can
God!
use either one.
He's
Him,
holding them in his
jeez.
hand. Okay.
Anyway, guys, Jose, you know what? I'm so excited, you guys. Let's jump into Xbox news / predictions for the week, Jose.
News team, assemble!
Going right into that, not Sony.
Guys, I'm so excited because right now we will be starting the Nerd Chat Xbox Showcase / Summer Game Fest Predictions Battle Royale, Jose. Sweet.
Is that supposed to be prepared for this?
I don't know what I was preparing.
I don't
for.
know.
Battle Royale, Jose.
Probably win.
Sorry. I was coming.
All right, here are the rules. I got to give a shout out. I don't know if you listen to this, Eric. I got a shout out to Brad Ellis over at Last Stand Media. He comes in every year and does, they call it the Sacred Bets on Sacred Symbols on an extra episode. And he asks the most ridiculous questions to the three co-hosts of Sacred Symbols. And whoever wins basically doesn't have to do something insane and embarrassing gaming related. So the stakes are high, gentlemen. I basically copied not all, a lot of the questions that Brad created, and I will be throwing them to you for this year's Xbox/Summer Game Fest showcase. I cannot wait for it to see what you guys think of these questions. So, in order to do this, we're going to go in order 1, 2, 3 every time. It's not going to be a snake draft. Right now,
Who's the 1, 2, 3?
Jose, right now,
Which 1, 2, 3?
I need everybody to pick a number
4.
between between 0 and 50.
Okay.
12, John Stockton.
Michael
Okay.
Jordan, 23.
Oh, good call.
Eric?
4.
Eric was the closest. The number was 0. Eric, you get to pick which order you want to pick. Do you want to be the first person to select your answer, or do you want to be the last, or do you want to be in the middle?
A wise man once told me, if you're not first, you're last, Ricky Bobby.
Okay.
good.
Eric
I'm going
will
first.
be first. Sounds excellent. And then next up was Bacon. Bacon. You can either choose to be a second pick or third pick.
Well, I'm going to go right behind my Canadian brother.
All right. Bacon. Number 2. And Jose will be pulling up the rear here. Let's get this started, boys. I'm so excited. Get your thinking caps, your tinfoil caps on. Let us begin the 2025 Nerd Chat Xbox Showcase / Summer Game Fest Battle Royale, Jose.
Getting
Question
good at that one, Jose. Getting really good.
Number 1, and I will be keeping track. I'm also going to need the chat to keep track of these as well throughout the showcase, because I don't know if I'm going to watch everything. Franken just said, "Don't make Dan mad." The shirt. You mean this shirt?
God help us.
Just kidding. The nips are relentless. That's right. All right. Question number 1. Eric, will there be a new Resident Evil game? Anything counts. Yes or no?
100% yes.
Okay.
Can I get bonus points if I tell you what it is?
But if you're wrong, you lose the points.
Double the points.
Like it.
Okay.
I don't like it because he must know something.
Okay.
So no bonus. Yeah, shut up, Eric. All right, Bacon, what's your prediction?
Oh, I have to. Yes, there will be a
Okay, Jose?
Yeah,
Do I get bonus points?
100% there
Everyone
will
copies
be.
my answers.
No, we don't want to hear your bonus points. Jose, yes or no?
Oh, 1,000% yes. There's absolutely going to be Resident Evil.
Next question. Question number 2. Eric, will Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 7 Remake be announced for Xbox at any event?
No.
Bacon,
I'm going to go yes.
Jose.
I'm also a no. Not because I'm copying Eric.
It would have
I
happened
sat
already.
there.
Question 3. Eric. Will Jeff Keighley say the word gamers in any sentence at his event?
Yes.
Yes.
It'll be one of the first words he says, probably.
Hello, Dream.
Eric-
Gamers.
Eric-
Dreamcast guy here.
What's up, gamers? You guy here.
Eric is a yes.
Five.
Bacon is yes. Jose?
Absolutely a yes.
Please, if you're listening in the chat, keep your own scoreboard. I'd like to see how everyone else scores. Please keep
Answer your own, and you can
keep
answer
track.
too. Play at home. Yeah.
Play at home, keep score. We will combine our answers here at the end. So I want it from Todd. I want it from Freight Conductor, Base Freight Conductor,
Nissa,
and
De
Nissa
Niro.
for sure. De Niro,
We got Silk in
listen
it.
up.
And we got a Row Light Films or Row Light.
Shout out to get in here, Jose. We need it. Roll Life.
Hey, look, there's some people want to ride too. Pick them up.
What did Roll Life say?
This was before the show
Like what green? Emerald green, J green.
because Silken was complimenting my thumbnail this week. Thank you, Silken. I appreciate it. About
shout out
being
to Silken.
Ruby
Shout out to
Rod
Jose.
is super green.
Number 4, Eric. How many Xbox games will be announced for PS5 or Switch 2? Closest number wins.
No prices right rules. Like you can't go over.
No Price is Right rules.
So
Closest number.
you're talking about a game that's made by a studio that is underneath the Xbox umbrella. Like, does Activision count?
Yeah.
What do you guys think? Should we just do first party or should this be anything under the
Wholly
Xbox
owned by
umbrella?
If they own it, I say it's theirs.
Okay.
The panel has decided. Actually, the panel, by the way, I forgot to tell you, the real panel for any tie breaks is Nissa, Matt Valdez, Big Box, and Diego. Just so you guys know,
Okay.
and Todd. So, Eric, how many Xbox games will be announced for PS5 or Switch 2?
6.
Whoa, Bacon.
God, that's a good number. I want to be different, so I'm gonna go 7.
I'm gonna go 5.
Okay. All right.
Damn it.
Well, see, this is why you gotta be smart about where you pick or where you wanted to give your answers. Eric, will Matt Valdez rate the Keeley Fest show a 7 out of 10 or above?
What did he rate the? I needed like a reference. What did he rate the
Eric.
State of Play?
Will Matt Valdez rate the Keeley Fest show a 7 or 10 out above? Matt, if you're here, do not write anything.
Do you think he pre-rated it?
He will give it a 6.
Okay. Bacon.
0.5.
Matt's way too positive a gentleman, so I'm gonna go with an 8.
And Jose.
Are we picking the number? Or are we picking if he says 7 or higher?
7 or higher. That's fine.
I'm gonna say 7 or higher. Yes.
Oh, yeah. I guess I should listen to the question.
It's all good. It doesn't matter.
Bruh.
Eric. Will we
He gave
see
the PlayStation a C, by the way. That's a 70%. That's a 7. out of 10.
Eric?
That was a terrible.
Will
show.
we see anything from Judas or BioShock?
Yes. BioShock.
Gotta
Bacon.
be Judas, right? We'll see Judas.
Bacon.
It's gotta be Judas, yeah.
Is that a yes or a no?
Yes.
Jose.
I'm gonna
He
go
has to get
yes,
to
but
that
also
screen.
BioShock, not Judas.
Okay. Doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
That's not
he's
the
so
question.
close to the screen.
Eric. If there is a new Nintendo Direct, what will Todd Oxtra rate it out of 10?
8.
Bacon?
10. It's a 10.
Okay.
Todd Oxtra?
What was that accent? Was that Minnesotan?
Not seen Varsity Blues.
That's Billy.
I only remember like
Or
a
Bill-
banana
the big,
in
big
Varsity.
guy. Jose, what
cream.
will Todd Oxtra rate a hypothetical Nintendo Direct out of 10?
7. I'm gonna go 7.
Okay.
Todd loves his Nintendo.
Next question. Question 8. Eric. Will at least 2 Sony-owned titles make an appearance at Summer Games Fest?
No.
It's more than their own showcase. had.
Bacon.
No.
Jose.
Just for S's and G's, I'm going yes.
I like it.
Does this the past thing that we just saw doesn't count for this, right? Like the state of
Correct.
play. Yeah, okay. No.
Question 9, Eric. Will there be a shadow drop at the Xbox Game Showcase? Full release only.
Does it have to be a game that's not already pre-released? Like if Arc Raiders is there, does that count? as a shadow
Well, you
drop?
said at the Xbox
Yeah,
showcase,
Xbox
right?
Showcase.
Yeah, but as an
Yes,
example,
Xbox Showcase.
But would Arc Raiders count?
If that's a full game, I would say yeah.
Okay.
But I'm gonna say no. Oh wait.
Seems like he's got inside information here, gentlemen.
He's
I don't-
tortured inside though. He's conflicted. He almost picked his nose.
I'm gonna say yes because it would be. I have a stake in the game for this.
For a full shadow drop?
Yeah. It's a.
So is Erica yes?
Yeah.
I'm
He's a
thinking
yes.
about Silk Song. I'm thinking about Silk Song.
Is it a yes or a no, Eric?
Is this for our
Yeah,
like,
yeah. We have
Fantasy?
Silk Song
Is
in
that why?
fantasy. Yeah.
Bacon.
But you said an Xbox, Dan? Or
At the
SGN?
Xbox Showcase.
I'm willing it into existence.
I call this every damn year until they give it to us. I'm going yes, and it's gonna be Banjo.
Oh, good luck with that.
I'm
and
going
Jose.
I'm going no shadow drops on this one for
Can't be
Xbox.
that.
They do that in January. The January show, the developer direct is
They
when they
have
do the
been
shadow
doing that.
drops.
This is
No,
correct.
remember
Not
they
the-
put out the Halo multiplayer. Shadow dropped it.
Also, shout out to 1 Hour
agree?
1 Decision. I'm
Yeah, good to
typing
see
it.
Chris.
I'm typing
Summer
it,
Games
Chris.
Fest is tomorrow. Yes.
Sorry, if there are any funny comments over there, pull them up, Jose. You can interrupt at any time.
It's at 5:00 your time, Chris. Tomorrow.
Number 10, Eric. Will we see more than 8 seconds of uncut Fable gameplay?
Yes.
Bacon.
Are we
Very
talking
specific.
Ghost of
Combined seconds, right?
Was the question about Ghost of Yote or Fable?
We said that.
'Cause they only
I
showed,
didn't.
like,
I
8
didn't
seconds of
clarify.
Ghost of
8.
Yote.
It has to be 8 full seconds of gameplay.
But consecutive, or can it be in like a trailer? if
I'm
they go
changing
to-
it. Consecutive gameplay. 8 seconds in a row.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm also a yes.
You guys didn't get the Sony dig there. I tried real hard for that one.
I got it, Bacon.
Oh, thanks.
Everybody at home, keep track of your questions. Write them down. This is question 11. Eric, will Xbox acknowledge Everwild in any form?
Yes.
At this show,
At this showcase?
Yes.
Bacon.
Yes.
I'm going no.
Jose.
I'm going no.
Well, that game was announced in like 2019, wasn't it?
So is Black Panther, and they just canceled it.
That's fair.
Oh my God, you guys are crazy. Question number 12.
Of 39.
Eric, what will Allie, my wife, my wife,
My life.
what will Allie rate Phil Spencer's outfit out of 10?
Can what does she rate your current outfit out of
That's
10?
I was gonna ask that same question, Eric.
I cannot give you any.
Yeah, we have no context.
Nope. Can't give you any hints. What will
She's-
Allie rate Phil Spencer's outfit out of 10?
6.
Bacon.
Well, she's not going to know the game on the shirt that he's going to wear. He's going to wear a StarCraft T-shirt because he did Hexen last time. But Allie's not going to know the context, so I'm going to go with a 7 because he's super cash.
Okay. Todd, no, everyone's dead. Jose, what will Allie rate Phil Spencer's fit?
Oh, Matt's got it right here.
4 tennis balls out of 10, Matt! Get on it! Somebody put Matt on a 5-minute timeout.
That was actually the score I was going to give. Was
4?
4 out of 10.
All right.
Because he's going to wear jeans probably and a black jacket and a game shirt. And I know for a fact that Allie does not like when Dan wears his Halo shirts in public, even though the Needler one is super crispy. So I'm going to go 4 out of 10.
I don't know Allie at all. You guys have the inside track here.
Based Jose.
I assume she'd be like nice. Like she'd be like,
Oh,
okay,
Allie's
I don't
very
like
nice. I
it.
love
I don't
Allie.
like it, but I don't want to be mean.
That's
so I'm
fair.
gonna give it a sympathy 6. That's what I was. That's
That's
my
fair.
logic.
Eric's
Number
correct.
13. What will Diego, aka Dinero Primero, rate the Xbox show out of 10, Eric?
9.5.
Whoa. Bacon, what will Diego rate the Xbox showcase?
Diego's a pretty positive guy too, and I don't want to step on my man Eric, so I'm gonna go 8.
Okay.
Give him some breathing room there.
Jose?
I'm going 10. Going perfect.
Whoa.
Well, if it's like last year's perfect showcase,
That's what I'm
then
saying,
yeah.
dude.
And here
I don't
for
think it's
that.
going to take a lot for us to be having a really great time on Sunday. I'll say that.
True. Number 14. Eric. What will Todd... Oh, sorry. Will Todd Howard show up at any show? Will the Todd
Be like
father
in
show
person
up
or video?
in person or on a video at
He will.
either show? Eric is a yes. Bacon?
No, unless there's some Starfield DLC I don't know about. I'm gonna go no.
Nope. Okay, Jose, what about you?
I'm going to say yes in a video, not in person.
Okay.
Maybe Starfield on PlayStation. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, dude, if he shows up and announces that at the showcase.
Ooh, I forgot
Dude,
about
you know
Team
what's going to happen?
Joe.
You know what's going to happen? Keeley is going to have Todd be on his show for walk out and talk about the next DLC and the Game of the Year edition coming to PS5. Dude, Keeley just loves to just, here you go, Xbox.
There's Indiana Jones DLC too.
I hope
so.
Hideo's on the stage and then Todd comes out with a shirt that has Hideo's face on it. That'd be fantastic.
See, I didn't even have anything Hideo because we already know that's too easy.
I know, absolutely.
That's too easy.
Well, what games are you going to talk about? That's all
Yeah,
right.
you could kind of talk about Fallout.
You got
TV
three
show,
options.
though. Like Keeley.
Okay.
That's true.
No, Todd.
I'll stick with my answer.
Number 15. Will any old or new Sony IPs be announced for any other platform?
Sony first party?
Will any old or new Sony IPs be announced for any other platform? Yes or no?
No.
Okay. Bacon.
Does Demon Souls count?
Yeah.
Yes.
PC. Yes.
Okay. Jose.
I'm going to go yes. I'm going to go yes as well.
Interesting. Jose, it stopped. What did you just do? Did you
I
move
don't
something? Were you
hear
looking
it.
at a phone?
I don't hear it, bro.
But I've been looking at my phone multiple times. You hear it now?
I still don't hear
What are you
I'll
were you
put my
hearing?
phone
I
over
didn't.
here
I
like
never
that.
heard.
it. Yeah,
anything.
Dan hears a cricket. for some reason.
It was. You could hear it in our last episode. You could hear it if you listen closely.
Chance hears it too, but I don't.
Question 16. Speaking, Joseph Ferris comes out on stage with Sydney Sweeney for Split. That's a guarantee. Good one, Todd. Number 16. Speaking of Fallout, Freight Conductor. Will there be any Fallout news at any of the shows? TV show news does not count.
Oh,
No.
Eric is a no. Nope, too late. Bacon.
Fallout 4 to the Switch.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
And Jose.
I'm gonna go yes as well, and only because of what Freight said. That's what I thought about was DLC.
yeah.
again.
I
They
forgot
might do
about
some
that.
DLC.
Again, dude, are we gonna get the same
The
Elder
pit-
Scrolls Online, Fallout 76, Sea of Thieves? They can't keep Jose. They can't keep getting They can't keep getting away with this.
I feel like I'm taking crazy pills.
Number 17.
Who's keeping track of all this stuff when it's scoring?
Google.
time?
Will we see anything about contraband?
You got it right.
No. Sad. No.
Bacon.
Yes, this game has to exist, right?
Ah, no, it
This
doesn't.
is the time to show us something about contraband.
Jose.
I'm also gonna say no.
Man,
I think they're gonna hold on to that
I'm
one.
either gonna win this thing or really lose it.
I don't think Everwild and Contraband both come back from the dead at the same show, but
It's true. Number 18. Eric. Will the new Battlefield be announced for this year at any of the shows?
yes. Ball baby.
Whoa. Bacon.
Yes, but it's got to avoid Call of Duty.
I
gotta
mean,
be
it
in,
doesn't
like-
have to worry about Grand Theft Auto, Jose.
I'm gonna will this one into existence. I want a yes, dude. I had
All
fun
right.
playing Ford 2042 with you. I would love to get back into Battlefield.
Yeah, I have thoughts, but I can't talk
I
because I'm
wouldn't.
under NDA.
Oh,
Luke De Niro saying,
I think you're the
contraband with
only one
gameplay.
respecting that NDA, bro.
I am respecting. I actually did. Actually, I shouldn't say anything. Never mind.
Oh, NDA.
You
Number
almost got it,
19. You're not listening, right, EA? Or DICE, or all the people working on it? Number 19. Eric. Will Sonic spin dash at any show?
What does that mean?
Are you talking about like the animation?
Like, will he spin in a ball and make?
The question is, will Sonic spin dash at any show?
Put these questions.
I feel like you're making up words.
I had a Nintendo when I was a kid. I wasn't one of those weird Sega kids. I don't know what spin dash is. Sonic will be around chilling. Yes, he will spin dash.
Bacon.
Yes, but it will be for the third installment of the movie.
It counts.
The third one's already out.
Yeah, the third one's out.
Fourth one. Is the third one out already?
Yeah, it had two
Jose.
robot.
Wait, repeat the question. The
true.
semantic
Will
question?
Sonic spin dash during any show?
That's when he spins up and.
No, I know what the spin dash is. I just wanted to, if he's talking about during a show. I'll say yeah. Why not? For
You're
the
really
kids.
thinking hard on that one.
Well, I mean, because I was thinking like something for the Switch, right? A Sonic game on the Switch, but we don't have a Nintendo show. That's the hard part, right?
Number 20.
There you go.
Will Phil Spencer say play anywhere during the Xbox event?
Those exact words.
Those two words,
In that
play
order.
anywhere, in that order.
No,
Really?
Bacon
I think
Yes,
he'll phrase
it's
it differently.
It's their best feature.
and Jose.
I'm going yes. I feel like that's an easy one.
I think he'll say play the games you want, where you
Outer
want,
Worlds 2,
when
you can
want.
play anywhere. Right?
We'll see.
To include your LG TVs.
Number 21.
If he says play it anywhere, that doesn't count.
You're right. You're right.
Will
grammar.
we? Did I spelled this wrong? Will we hear or see anything official about Xbox hardware?
Does that does
Does-
it? Do
does
they
the
have to be the
controller
ones
count?
making the hardware?
Eric,
So theoretically,
will we
if-
hear or see anything official about Xbox hardware?
I feel like I need to know if the ROG Ally counts because Asus makes it, but there's an Xbox button on it.
Eric, will we
Yes,
see
yes.
or hear anything about official Xbox hardware?
Yes.
Bacon.
Eric, if that releases, I would count that. It's Xbox branded hardware.
It's not up to you. It will be up to the council. Bacon.
I agree with yes with the Asus, but I also think that the new controller will be announced with the haptics.
Jose.
I'm going yes as well. I want a new controller. An Elite 3, please. I will be a day one for that.
That is hardware. Number 22. Frank Kenosha says Xbox controller that's painted like a dual. Yeah, there's a block over the
Big
Xbox
black
button.
area that doesn't do anything.
Oh god, I hate the touchpad. Number 22. You see this, guys? You see this Pro controller? I'm really thinking about this DualSense Edge. I'm really thinking
Turning
about
it?
sending it back to.
Todd,
It hurts
here
my
goes the
hands.
first-
No way.
here goes-
It
It
hurts
does.
my hands.
Does it
Here's
hurt?
the thing. Here's the
Right
thing.
here
Quick-
on the triggers. Does it
Quick
hurt?
interlude. No,
there?
quick interlude. Triggers are okay. The trigger stop sucks. Like, look at how much travel I still have with it fully activated. That's ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Here's the thing. I do like the haptics. I gotta say, Xbox has got to step it up. That's the one thing I do like about this.
Where does it
controller.
hurt your hands then?
My left hand just starts to hurt. It just
Right
starts
here.
to hurt.
Mine rides on that
It just
sharp
yeah.
thing
Yeah,
under
you
the
see this?
trigger.
You see this? You see this, Matt?
There it goes, Todd.
Ooh, he threw that one safely.
That one hit the wall.
Oh no!
Ain't sending it back now, Dan.
I can't return it.
Like my knuckle rides up in here under the trigger and it like bugs me
It's
after a
weird.
while.
Like I should just stick with my
yeah,
scuff.
you should have.
Yeah, but this doesn't have any kind of trigger locks on
You're right about the trigger
scuff.
locks. That's
Why
a
do you
lot
need
of
trigger
tricks.
locks? Like, you're not going to play a competitive shooter with that thing, are you?
I was gonna try. Anyway, back to the competition.
Okay.
Number 22. Will there be an announcement from anything Double Fine?
Yes.
That was a quick yes, boys. That was a quick yes. Bacon.
Yes.
Jose?
Yes.
Quick,
Stan
Dan. Give it
picking?
CPR. Can
You
you hear
gotta blow
me?
in this. You gotta blow in the speaker hole, bro.
Number 23. Will a non-gaming celebrity be on the Keeley stage at all?
Yes.
That's my favorite part. Eric staring up at nothing and just giggles to himself.
He's like, that son of a B, Keeley. Bacon.
We go. No, this ain't the Game Awards.
Okay. Oh, interesting. And Jose?
I'm gonna go yes. I think Sydney Sweeney's a good choice, but there's some others as well.
Dude, if he brings out Sydney Sweeney, I really am going to permaban Jeff Keeley forever. Good God. Number
guess we
20. Number
Guess we gotta know
24.
what a celebrity is. I guess
It's
that's
up,
the panel.
up to the council, correct.
Yeah.
Number 24. Eric. Is the Master Chief going to show up in any way at a show?
No, which is ridiculous.
Bacon?
I'm going to ask a question, but then you're just going to repeat the question without any context. Are we talking about a physical Halo game being announced for anything, anywhere?
I would say that is Master Chief going to show up in
Yes.
any way at the show?
Going to the Switch 2 Master Chief Collection.
Jose?
I am also very sad, but I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say no. I think Halo Studio still is way off and has stuff to do.
Very
Even
well.
though Bacon, I like it. I would love to see that on Switch 2. I'm in favor of that, but I don't think they're doing that yet.
I will say I don't think they're way off. I think this year you might see Master Chief.
Interesting.
Just not this weekend, which is
At
stupid.
the Game Awards. Or the Keeleys. Number 25. We're approaching the end here, boys.
Oh,
It's only
20 more to
two
go?
more questions.
Huh? It's a weird number.
I know. Number 25. Eric. Will Marathon be brought up in any context at any show?
Does a blog post count or they delay it or a tweet?
Will Marathon be brought up in any context at any show?
It will not.
Bacon.
They will announce its cancellation and the studio closure.
Oh no!
Is that a
So
yes?
Bacon says yes.
At
that
the
a yes,
showcase.
Bacon?
I'm
At
gonna
the
will this one
showcase.
into existence. So give me a yes. The marathon will be there.
It's gonna be one of those truth anti-smoking ads, and right after it will be like Bungie's dead.
By the way,
I'm gonna say no. I'm gonna say they're at the drawing board right now, and especially because the rumors that Arc Raiders is coming out, they're gonna wait a little bit, which is probably smart.
Okay. I feel like this is an easy one because I think this was teased, so I'm going to change it on the fly. It was about State of Decay, so I'm going to go
Yes.
with what Eric mentioned earlier.
What?
Eric,
Take it, Eric.
Fastest typer in the West.
of the three games that you mentioned earlier, which game will Hideo Kojima show?
What are the three? OD.
Okay.
His three projects.
I will request an amendment to this.
Okay.
You should pick a showcase because there is a
Okay.
whole showcase.
Will
for Death Stranding.
Hideo Kojima product show up at the Xbox showcase?
No.
Okay. Bacon
That's-
and Jose, go ahead.
I'm also gonna go no. He's probably turned his attentions to On the Beach.
He said the Xbox showcase only, right?
He did.
Correct. Jose?
Yeah, I'll say no as well. Sorry, man.
Okay.
Death
Gentlemen.
Stranding has its own like exclusive showcase.
What?
Correct.
Yeah.
That game's big enough for its own showcase?
Here's the
called the-
tiebreaker. We've gone through the questions.
Are you gonna let Chance answer him too offline? You should. That'd be fun too.
Sure.
He's too busy for us.
Yes, I'll do that. The tiebreaker. Each of you has to give me one Xbox showcase prediction that you feel is going to happen on Sunday. You can be as specific and or vague as you want.
Oh,
but
here's where Chappelle
you
goes.
need to be correct.
Chappelle says something like, "It's going to be a great show."
And the council will decide. The council will decide if your prediction counts.
How
The
did you see
council,
my
the
notes,
panel,
Bacon?
will decide on all tie breaks or all decisions, which is Nissa, Matt Valdez, Big Box, Diego, and Todd Oxtra.
We will hear from
Oh,
Toys
and
from
Silk in
Bob.
it. I forgot Silk in it.
I
Yeah,
feel like
any prediction is on the table. Like around the
Any
game or
prediction
what?
that you feel is going to come through at the Xbox Games Showcase.
I feel like there should be like some
Nope.
like if you guess something super obvious.
Nope. Because
Okay,
you
I
got to think
predict
about that.
Outer
Call of
Worlds
Duty.
2 will have a
Oh.
No, okay. Obviously, you can't do that. We already know that's announced at the end.
I'm gonna
Eric.
go. I'm gonna take a big swing. I don't want to take the easy
Mm,
path.
I
I'm
like
gonna
that.
say that we will see the new game from ZOS ZeniMax Online Studios.
I don't know if they got like a nickname.
Well, it's ZOS ZeniMax Online Studios.
Super official.
ZOS.
Bacon. What
We
is
are
your
going
Xbox
to see
prediction?
something from Toys for Bob, and I do believe it's going to be Banjo. But I'll just say Toys for Bob.
I believe it will end with O, but not be Banjo.
Flanjo?
Spyro.
Michael.
Ooh, actually, I actually forgot. This is what I actually was going to put in there for the
Sneaky little
tiebreaker.
dog.
We're changing it. We're changing it.
What?
We're changing it.
No, we already gave answers, bro.
Nope. I'm
You're giving Jose more time to think of
I
something
think you.
super
I
vague.
think you should get Jose to answer and then add a new
Nope.
question. More questions is better.
New question. This is what I really was going to do this, Eric. I forgot to edit the document. Eric, what
not a
do you
democracy.
believe opens the show and what closes the show?
Which
at
show?
the Xbox Games Showcase. Now, this is better because it forces you to pick, and anybody might be able to get one of these right.
The open
All right,
is
let's hear
gear
it.
is Gears. The close is the new game from ZOS.
Copy that. Bacon, give me your prediction for opener and closer.
Opener Fable. And closer Toys for Bob. Really want something.
Oh my gosh. Jose, going last here.
You're on
You're
mute.
muted.
Scarlett was feeding me blueberries over here. I'm sorry, that's why I was muted.
All right.
I'm gonna say opener is State of Decay 3,
Ooh.
and closer is Gears.
Okay.
Interesting.
If you haven't noticed, Eric, I usually lose these things, so by a lot.
I really enjoy your answers that you've given, you guys. I can't wait to see what the panel thinks of this. If you've been listening at home, please write down your answers. We had 26 questions. Don't forget your tiebreaker, opening and closing. And most importantly, boys, I wanted to discuss this with you. What should be the stakes for the winner and the loser? A pizza dinner? Popeyes?
Jeez.
Forcing losers to play a certain heinous game for a certain amount of time?
If I would
and
have
stream
known
it?
If I'd have known there was stakes, I'd have taken it more seriously, guy.
Everything's
always
serious
stakes.
on this show, Bacon.
There's always stakes.
I'm curious about the logistics of how the prizes will work
Right.
There's like
Okay, while you think about
a
the stakes,
border, a tariff situation.
I like Deja Vu's questions. Here we go. The great question, Deja Vu. We will go through the questions one more time. If you're
Can I
at
add a
home,
question?
We'll release them on the Discord if you need them too. If you want to,
I'm still going to read them anyway.
Yeah, that's
Number
fine.
1, will there be a new Resident Evil game? Anything counts. Number 2, will Final Fantasy 16 or Final Fantasy 7 Remake be announced for Xbox at any event? Number 3, will Jeff say the word gamers in a sentence at his event? Number 4, how many Xbox games will be announced for PS5 or Switch 2? Number 5, will Matt Valdez rate the Keeley Fest a 7 out of 10 or above? Number 6, will we see anything from Judas or Bioshock? Number 7, if there's a new Nintendo Direct, what will Todd Oxtra rate it out of 10? Number 8, will at least 2 Sony-owned titles make an appearance at the Summer Game Fest? Number 9, will there be a shadow drop at the Xbox show? Full release only. Number 10, will we see more than 8 seconds of uncut Fable gameplay? Number 11, will Xbox acknowledge Everwild in any form? Number 12, what will Allie rate Phil Spencer's outfit out of 10? Number 13, what will Diego rate the Xbox showcase out of 10? 14, will Todd Howard show up at any show? 15, will any old or new Sony IPs be announced for any other platform? Number 16, will there be any Fallout news at any of the shows? TV show doesn't count. 17, will we see anything Contraband? 18, will there be a new Battlefield announced at any of the shows? 19, will Sonic spin dash during any of the shows? Number 20, will Phil Spencer say play anywhere during the Xbox event? 21, will we hear or see anything official about Xbox hardware? 22, will there be an announcement from anything Double Fine? 23, will a non-gaming celebrity be on the Keeley stage? Number 24, is Master Chief going to show up? Oh. And number 25, will Marathon be brought up in any context at any shows? And number 26, will Hideo show up at Xbox?
perfect.
Are we going to decide the stakes now or later? What are we doing here, boys?
We got to decide now.
Okay. We
I'm
go
down
on.
for- I'm
You
down
have to
for
buy.
whatever.
You can buy each other a pizza. The loser has to buy the winner pizza. The losers has to buy winners a pizza or DoorDash some Wendy's or something. Or Eric is forced to stream.
You have like 6 games over there.
Yeah, I know. I got rid of all my Switch. Look at my Switch games are all right there, and they're all gone. I don't know. Oh, so we'll figure out what game that you each hate, and we'll force you to stream it for like a 2-hour stream.
I
I'm
hate
fine with
Night
that.
Rain.
No,
No,
you
you don't.
don't, Eric.
Which one, Bacon? Food or force you to play a certain
Oh.
amount of hours and stream it?
Food costs money, and like you said, there are borders and tariffs and policies.
You don't think we could order Eric?
Can I Venmo Eric
Pizza?
money and he buy him food? Like he
Yeah,
can buy
that
his
could
own
count.
food.
That counts. That
I think you
counts.
can PayPal. I don't have
Okay.
Venmo. We don't have Venmo.
What third world country are you living in?
All right, think about it. Frankie George says the loser will be forced to play a competitive shooter with a PlayStation controller.
Oh God, Ugh, that's my nightmare.
Yikes. Think about it, boys. We'll get back to that. Thank you so much for taking part in the first Nerd Chat Battle Royale for the Xbox Showcase and Summer Game Fest prediction show. I can't wait to see who takes home the inaugural crown. Jose?
I want to say thank you, Dan. I really enjoyed that. Thank you for putting that together. That was fun,
Good.
man.
Thank you. I
GG,
appreciate
well
that.
played.
Again, shout out to Brian Ellis. He did this last year, and I wanted to do it, Jose, but I didn't do a good job keeping track of all the questions. This year, I was like, I have to remember this. And the timing worked out perfectly, too, because they did it, and we recorded right before tomorrow. And so I'm very glad we got to do that. So I'm very excited to see how you guys do. Jose, let's move into basically the only news story I wanted to talk about, which was the
Let's do.
the 2025 Sony Pony Express State of Pay 2025, which happened, was that today or was that yesterday? I don't even
Hold on,
Yesterday.
I got something for you guys real quick.
what is it?
For
What
the
is it?
payers.
For the payers. Guys, you know,
Let's give our scores first.
oh gosh, here we go, guys. Bacon, go ahead, take it away. What,
5.
what-
I gave that a 5.
5 out of 10 from Bacon.
You know why?
Why?
Sony
Why,
wasn't
Bacon?
there. For a Sony State of Play.
You're not wrong. He's not wrong, you guys. Sony first party really was
we
not
saw
there.
a wolf for like 12 seconds.
I,
And
I
who else
can't-
got a score?
Eric, what'd you give it?
I think I would give it a. Okay, I gotta. Give my
Eric, by the way,
explanation as to
wait.
Why?
Yeah, wait. I got to interrupt right away. State of Play was pretty good, said De Niro. I was watching the stream. Eric seemed hyped at every single game, and I was like, dude,
Yes.
some of this copium you're giving about all these
No.
games was
Like
a
the
little
trophy room.
little
no,
bit
no.
fanboyish. Eric.
trophy
Like, even
room
I was
is
like,
bad.
dude,
How could it be
You're-
fanboys if none of the games were PlayStation games?
It's true.
because I don't think you would react like this if it was at any other showcase. for
Okay,
some of
well,
these games.
if it was the Xbox show, it'd probably be like 10 times more hype. But anyways, every
Frank
game,
Conductor said 7 out of 10. I agree,
Yeah.
Frank Conductor. That's my rating too. If
Okay,
you
well,
can't
what-
find something you like at this show, then you're not a real gamer. For the
should've-
payers.
waited for me to give my explanation before you
Okay, go ahead.
got upset because I'm also giving it a 7 because every single game that they showed is the game that I would play or want to play, but nothing that they showed was a game that blew me away or was like a mic drop megaton. So I can't give it a bad score because there was literally no bad games shown, but I can't give it a 8, 9, 10 because there was no games that like blew me away. Like the most excited I got was for the MK collection. But every game they showed, I think looks interesting, looks fun, looks creative, looks like something I would play. I might not get every single one of those on day one, but they're all games that I would want to play. There was no duds. There was just also no like huge drops.
I agree. I got to agree with Matt Valdez here. He said it was a 5 out of 10 for me too, Begum. I'm knocking off a point on mine to a 6 out of 10. You know why? Because Marvel Token Fighting Souls should be on every platform, and I'm sick and tired of PlayStation gatekeeping games off of other platforms for no reason. Dang. You want this fighting game to survive? It needs to be on everything. Not just PlayStation 5 and PC. Are you kidding me? And I swear to God, if this comes to Switch and not Xbox,
You know it's
permaban PlayStation. Jose, what did you give it?
So here's the thing. I would honestly be somewhere between a 6 and a 7, but I'm going to give it a 7 because
positive. Jose.
I'm
Like it.
positive. I am. You know
like it.
that. I've been that my whole life. Because I think I will give credit to Sony for knowing that they don't have first party stuff and it's still being able to put together a show. 23 games is nothing to scoff at. Granted, I understand the first party argument. I agree with it. I understand it, all that. But 23 games in your showcase, a couple of gets that I think are going to make people divided, like Marvel's a great example of that. Getting the trailer for First Light 007, I'm sure that's multi-platform, but they paid a lot of money, I'm sure, to get that at their showcase first, or their state of play, sorry. I'm a little bit more with Eric of like looking at all these. How many will I actually really truly play? It's probably less than 10 of them, but that doesn't mean that I want to hate on the other ones. Shout out to Chris in the chat, 1H1D. He was really excited by Lumines. That didn't appeal to me at all, but that doesn't mean I should hate on it, right? I'm glad that some people like Chris are going to really enjoy that. I think the Mortal Kombat collection is really cool because I loved that as a kid. I don't think I'll actually really play that, I'll be honest with you, even though I'm happy they're making it. But I like the Ghost of Yotei stuff. I do think it's hilarious that they showed.
What was there to like?
That was so weird.
There's a wolf.
Why did they do that?
Fire. What is that?
Why did they do it?
But if they
That's probably the
didn't do
worst
it,
part.
everybody would start assuming there's a huge problem with it, right? I think that's the
I
biggest thing.
assume there's a problem with it now because that's all they showed.
Maybe. But like First Light, I'll definitely play. I might play the Marvel one. I didn't love Marvel vs. Capcom. It's just not my game. I love Marvel. I love
Yeah.
Capcom. It's just not my
So,
game.
so Jose, so tell me the 3 games that you're like, I will play those right away. Just tell me, pick 3. What you think about it? I'm going to read Chris's comment here. I was just excited for the variety of games. It's not a freaking third-person story fest. You got that right because Sony First Party wasn't there, though, Chris. That's why you didn't get the third-person action adventure game with
my
stuff.
three for sure are First Light because 007. I think that's rad. I love that it's not.
Me too.
Pierce
First Light
Brosnan
for
or
me.
Daniel Craig.
That super pumped about that.
For me, because I'm a horror dude, Silent Hill F. I really like that trailer. Like that was like cool. I'm in for this. And it's September. It's just before Halloween. That's a great Halloween game for me. And then the other one, it's a bacon game, is Ragebound, Ninja Gaiden Ragebound. That's a great. That's
another
ally
one
game.
for me too.
100%. Those
Blasphemous Crew. Can't wait for that game. I will probably buy that day one. Since I have one more, my other one would have been
Nio Pragmata.
No, I like the look of Hiragami. I think I have to watch that one again. It's that 3D
Romeo
action
is Dead Man?
platformer. Huh?
Romeo is Dead Man.
No, the other one would have been
Tactics. Final Fantasy Tactics.
No, my brother is super pumped for Final Fantasy Tactics. That's literally all he wants to play. He was a big Tactics fan on PS1. He's going to be so excited that that's actually coming to Xbox, shockingly. The other one would have been the Bloodstained game. And the only reason I say it's not a day one for me is I still haven't played the other 2.5D ones. I've only played the old school NES ones. So I did like the look of Bloodstained, though. So those would have been my three for sure. I probably, out of all of those, which ones will I actually buy day one? It's probably the Ninja Gaiden one. I don't think we'll see how Bond. I'm very interested. If it gets good reviews, that might be a day one for me as well. So, Bacon, what about you? What are 3 games that stood out to you?
Well, mine's going to be the Ninja Gaiden's the number one. That's everything for me. Side scroller, I was just playing Ninja Gaiden on my Switch like before we came up here. The other one's going to be Ghost of Yotei because I love Tsushima. Whenever Sony pulls their head out of their arse and goes day and date on PC, that'd be great. And then the other one is also one that they haven't put on PC yet. I really want to play Astrobot, but
You're going to have to get a PS5 Pro like me,
no,
Bacon.
I'm not. It's going to come to
Switch.
it. Might come to the Switch.
I think it will come.
Shout out to Baba Boy! With Chance, you're missing out on a great show here. You don't have
You
to catch
are.
up
I
on
missed
the
you, buddy.
predictions. To the chat, Franken said Neo. No, Franken. Dude, I got 1,000 out of 1,000 on Wulong. Never playing that game again. I will never go back to those games. That was. Remember, Jose? Remember how much we were just
Dude,
like.
that lightning boss, dude. That he got my cheeks for 3 days, dude, and I had to finally walk away. It was too much.
Oh, just
I
a.
did that last night.
I will
such a-
say, as someone who's played them all, Neo is, especially Neo 2, is significantly better than Wolong.
Like
But-
more
but the
accessible or
difficulty,
better
dude, is-
story or what?
It's too.
It's just more fun. I would say it's probably. I would say it's probably a bit harder than Wolong. Maybe the first one definitely is. The second one, I think the second one's really good.
Do I need to play the first one or could I jump in it too?
There's stories in all of the games that Ninja or Team Ninja makes is just like
It's a
complete
story.
nonsense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Like what happened in Wolong? I literally have no idea. I reviewed it. I have no idea.
That's true. Eric, what about you? What are your top 3?
I think most of my top 3 kind of falls into what everyone's already said. Also, I'll say 3 different ones because I genuinely think most of the games looked great. Pragmata, a huge Capcom fanboy. I don't think that they make bad games ever. And even though this one's kind of like I don't really know like what to expect, I just am trusting them, I guess. So that looks exciting. I thought Tides of Tomorrow seemed really interesting, like some sort of like ASIM multiplayer story. I don't know how that's going to play out, but it looked interesting and the world was really nice and colorful. It looked like it didn't look like everything else, which is a positive. I would say Sea of Remnants looked crazy. I also don't quite understand everything that's happening there, but it was a really good trailer and it looked really interesting. I actually hadn't heard of that game before. I know Captain Logan had though. It was apparently announced already, but that looks interesting too.
I'm surprised nobody mentioned the Metal Gear Solid Delta.
That was
Seen it-
my
seen
number
it so
4.
many
That was
times.
my number 4, man.
Yeah, we have
Silkenit said Bloodstain, Final Fantasy Tactics, Ragebound, Sword of the Sea, and Neo 3. Yeah, you guys are crazy with that. De
007.
Niro, Bond, Romeo's a Dead Man, and Silent Hill F. Nice.
Romeo's Dead Man would be my number 4.
I mean, again, I think Eric did a great job summarizing it. They really were all solid, but nothing like Blooming Ray. Maybe Bond. I actually was really impressed with what I saw with 007. So I think who was I listening to just before the show? I can't remember. Who was it? Might have been Handsome Phantom. I don't know. They were saying it looks like Uncharted meets Bond, or maybe it was you, Eric. I don't know. Someone was saying that, and I'm excited for that one for sure.
I think they have a bigger reveal at some point after. I think it's tomorrow. I think it's after Summer Games Fest. And yeah, I'm curious if it's because I don't know if you played it, but Hitman Absolution was like a linear action
I've
game.
played all the Hitmans, the 3D, or yeah, I guess they're all 3D, but all of them except I stopped right before the new ones, the most recent ones by.
Like you played it on 360 or
Yeah, I actually went back and played them on like backwards compatibility and stuff like
yeah.
that.
So Absolution's really good if you want like a cool action
Yeah.
story.
Yeah,
I don't know if it will be like that or if it will be a
Or
sandbox.
more like, okay, yeah, like
Yeah.
Hitman.
Yeah.
Frankie just said Black Myth Wukong Xbox coming August 20th.
Really? To Google.
And Silken said no need to mention Delta and Yote. They are de facto.
So Black
in my
Myth wasn't
library.
money hatted by Sony.
No, it just they couldn't figure out the Series S for some reason.
Oh, wow.
I think
Even
that's
though-
my game of the year last year.
Even though I played Series S, I played Cyberpunk on that at 60 FPS. Somehow, no, we can't figure it out. We can't. And various other games on the Series S, whatever. I'm not seeing on Game Pass, but 20% off if you pre-order before July 11th. I'm not interested in Black Myth, but maybe Jose is. Anybody else? Any other closing thoughts on the state of pay 2026?
I'm still trying to figure out where Sony is in all this. They have not done a showcase since 2021, correct?
An official PlayStation showcase. I don't know. Somebody.
How do they
Todd, is that
continue
true?
to get all these passes?
Bacon.
Every
It's
one of those
we've
games
ta-
that
we
was
talk
shown-
about this every week.
You're
Nobody
muted, Joe.
cares about first party.
I
PlayStation
agree.
players don't care about first party.
But
they
all
care
they do
about
is
the
say,
casual stuff.
"We eating good over here on PS5." We can have that meme of that guy eating all that.
Yeah,
stuff.
because they're playing Xbox
Eating
games.
good.
Wukong is coming to Xbox on the 20th. That's real.
Damn near every game that was shown at that Sony show is coming to every other platform.
No, actually, I have that in the notes. Not all of them are coming.
I didn't say all of them. I said darn near.
Yeah, I saw. I think there was like it was like half.
There's
It was
12.
actually- yeah.
First Light, Tactics, Pragmata, Romeo's a Dead Man, Silent Hill F, Bloodstained, Tides of Tomorrow, Metal Gear, Mortal Kombat, Digimon, Ninja Gaiden, FBC, Firebreak. Those are the 12. So what were there are a few actually that there's quite a more than half are not coming to.
Or is that only coming to Xbox, but not? I'm pretty sure all of those are coming to PC.
They're down to eating the plate at this point. What does that mean?
Because that meme of the guy, we eating good. Ooh, we eating good.
Oh, gotcha.
Honestly, you cannot tell me they put every egg in their basket on the freaking live service games that this company has completely disappeared for 4 years.
Well,
And
that's
nobody's
how
gonna
long it takes
care.
to make games. That's
Yeah,
if
and
you
no one's gonna remember either, Bacon. Just like everybody's already forgot about Concord, the biggest colossal gaming failure we've ever seen in our lifetime. Nobody's gonna remember that or dunk on PlayStation for it.
No one forgets about MCC's launch though.
Yeah, and nobody forgets about Tomb Raider being a timed exclusive and how ridiculous is it. Todd, Matt Kennedy.
I mean, I just
Exactly,
figure you
dude.
got to have the same energy, and the
They
same
don't
energy isn't out
because
there.
PlayStation is like Nintendo. Those two, they cannot do anything wrong. That's why all of us. Oh, look my Switch 2, guys! I'm so excited.
Sitting right in front of me.
Haven't even opened it. Probably gonna return it. I don't even need it. Jose, have you played yours?
Nope. Mine has not come in. Mine will be here on Tuesday.
I got mine
ridiculous.
from you faster than you got yours.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's fine. I'm busy, man. It's fine.
It's all, and you're not going to play it that much anyway. De Niro says, "Will Dan beat Visage before GTA 6?" No, that game's terrifying. I'm going to do one more chapter in October. It's a yearly thing, Diego. I'm going to do one of the stories each year. No, I will not. Freight Conductor, it's crazy that FBC will be on both subscription services. That says a lot.
I agree.
Sea of Stars was. So that game was.
Yeah, but that's
But not-
different.
It's not a
That's different.
multiplayer squad-based
Exactly.
game.
Hopefully it has crossplay.
That nobody's going to play.
But to be
Bye-bye.
fair, Night Rain should have done this. Not necessarily on services, but it should have been cross-platform. So
Speaking of Night Rain, guys, let's jump. Actually, no, I take that back. I want to get into permaban, Jose. Permaban and GG's. Permaban.
we don't have a sound for that.
What we need a sound.
Permaban.
We need,
My balls, Capitan.
There we go. Perfect. I'm gonna go first because this one hits deep, guys. Real deep. So today we had our end of the year celebration team lunch. Okay. And it was hosted gracefully by my boss. Shout out to Trish. Thanks for the meal today, but we'll talk more in a second here. She took us out to Texas Day, Brazil. Do you guys know what Texas Day, Brazil is?
It's a churrascaria.
Absolutely not.
Jose, can you explain that to our audience here?
Is someone tapping their mic right now?
Yes. Okay, now
That's
it's
weird.
gone.
A churrascaria is, I don't know what the literal translation is, but it's basically a meat house. It's like if you saw the movie Bridesmaids, where you sit at a table and people just literally bring plates of meat to your table and say, "Do you want
that
lamb?
movie.
Do you want beef?" And then you say yes, and they literally
There's
slice
these
it
little
right there for
tongs, and
you.
you pull it off as they cut it.
Yeah,
Rodizio Grill.
It's right
Yes.
Yeah. It's very good, but it's also usually very expensive. So shout out to Trish.
Yes.
Continue, Daniel.
Yes. So I don't know what's going on with this place, but the last few times I've gone here, as soon as the meal is over, I start to, wind down a little bit. My stomach, you guys, start going
Bridesmaids.
absolutely acidic, hot caca diarrhea situation brewing immediately. Okay. And I'm sitting there in agony, holding the gas as everyone's just talking and winding down. And so I get up as we're leaving, pretend to walk to my car, immediately turn back around, go straight to the what's not the server, what's the hostess. I'm like, "Where's the bathroom?" Right down that way, sir. Quickly waddle my way down to the bathroom. Go to the furthest stall. By the way, shout out to their Texas Day Brazil. Excellent stalls. Complete privacy. Full doors all the way down to the ground. Nobody can creep in and peek in you.
That's a thing.
Horrible, horrible hot caca diarrhea deja vu. Immediately. Like if I tried to drive home like I did one time, I would have made it. So, Permaban, Texas Day, Brazil, giving me the worst caca diarrhea ever. And it's happened in the past 3 years. I don't get it. All I ate were meats and some potatoes au gratin.
Oh, the cheese.
Is that how you say it?
Oh, gratin. has a ton
And
of cheese,
not much. And some mashed potatoes. That's it. I didn't even pace myself. I didn't go crazy, like just bring on the meats. No.
Hearts. Mm.
I don't know what happened, but that's my perm for the week. Jose?
I also have a permanent this week. My first one is roof leaks, because that's going to hurt the old wallet. But the other one, it's going to relate to what we played this week. So I have never had a gripe with Doom before, but I have a gripe with Doom today. And that is that their structure for save files is horrendous. And what I mean by that is I was on level 19. I have 100%ed every level. There's 22 levels, by the way. I have 100%ed 19 out of 22. I sat down this weekend to play. I was going to try to do a level a day and be done by today so I could say I finished it 100% and be like super pumped. This is literally what happened because my family was at home. They were out. I had gotten home early. I was ready. I was at the screen where I'm choosing my save files. My dogs barked. Usually that means someone at the door. So like I immediately got up like to go yell at them. So I set my controller literally right here on the table. Walked upstairs and yelled at them, put them away, shut the door. It took all of 30 seconds. While I was doing that, my cat, my
No.
whole cat, came on the thing and stepped on the X button of my controller. When you are at the save screen, that is to delete your file. And you know what it doesn't do? It doesn't say, "Hey,
Are you
are
sure
you
you want to do
sure,
this?
buddy, that you want to do that?" It just deletes it. So I've lost all of my progress. It is one. And I was like,
no, it's got to be somewhere. It's got to
It
be in
has
the
to-
cloud.
here's the thing. So
Just power off your PC right away.
well, I legit thought about that. And I was like, maybe the cloud will save me.
It won't. It doesn't sync right away.
No, but here's the thing. I've never played that on cloud. I've only played it local
doesn't
on my
matter.
PC. Well, here's the thing. So I literally went through a half an hour of tutorials where I found the exact save node on my like file system in like hidden folders on my hard drive. And I tried I found a tutorial that's like, just put these in place and it'll work. And everybody's like, this worked for me. It didn't work for me. I tried the cloud. I tried restarting. I tried closing. I tried repairing. My file is gone. So
Wow.
I was real sad. I'm not gonna lie. So my permaban is to Bethesda. Man, can you just give me an extra warning? Like just one other screen that said, "Are you sure?" And I would have been fine. And it didn't.
Permaban bad save options.
That's actually crazy.
Permaban cats.
No, cats are cute.
Actually, that's fair, Bacon.
Unpermaban.
That's fair.
Cats.
No, they're not.
Continue.
They're dirty.
Bacon, what was your permaban for the week?
My permaban is Pony Twitter for not holding their company accountable.
All right, Eric, what's your permaban for the week?
Random match-made teammates in Night Rain. I always have two people. It's always two, and we need one more, and we have to randomly match make, and they are always trash. The dumbest, like they're always down, they're always dying, they don't res you, they run in like the complete opposite direction. You're trying
Leroy
to ping on the
Jenkins?
map. They don't follow directions. They don't know what they're doing. They are trash. But I will get to GG's after. I have a follow-up. That's GG.
What's your GG?
Okay,
Go ahead.
GG's is
GG's.
unemployed Australians on Xbox LFG who come in to our party after we have to go to LFG because matchmaking is just unplayable with the quality of that you get. And we got this guy from Australia who is unemployed.
A freak.
And he was like ultimate Chad Dark Soul champion. Carried us pretty much, and we killed like 3 bosses in one night.
Jesus.
Yeah, and for context, a run in Night Rain is usually like if you get all the way to the end and kill a boss, it's like 45 minutes or so. It's like so that's like almost 2 hours of like straight Australian Chad gamer just telling us all the secrets. He just hopped in his
Nice.
backpack and yeah. So GG's to that guy.
GG's to Australian pro strat Chad Night Rain gamers. Bacon, what's your GG?
My GG goes out to our co-host Poe here for putting up with my drama today and provide me with a Switch before he even got his own.
You got to tell the whole story, Bacon. I literally was laughing out loud at the photo you sent me at work. Tell them the story.
Well, I get up this morning and I figured no way these things are still in stock, and turns out they were. So I drove to Target to get one, and I'm like, "Hey, Chipo, you think you can cancel that pre-order?" And he's like, "I'll try," not knowing that it was already shipped and in the truck for delivery. So I'm holding on to this thing, and I'm like, "I'm not going to open it." And Chipo's like, "Open it. I'll just return yours." And I'm like, I thought about it. I'm like, no, because I want the Mario Kart and it's cheaper. So I'm like, I'll come get yours. And I sat on this thing all day and didn't open it. And then I'm like, at the end of it, I'm like, God, I am being a needy little biatch
You're
right
fine.
now.
I don't care. It's fine.
And I'm very annoying. And then to make matters worse, when I went to pick it up from his house, a torrential downpour, and the man brought it to my truck. In a torrential
You couldn't even get
downpour.
out of your truck and
No,
go up
I
to the
rolled
front
the
door and
window
get your
down.
Switch
I
too.
didn't ask him to get down. It was absolutely fine. It was
But
fine.
to pay him off, I gave him a nice little tote that came from Target with the Switch 2 on. I figured one of the girls would love that little tote.
They will. That's going to come.
And
in
so
Wait, so-
that's
next
his
episode.
payment for dealing with my drama.
Bacon, you have 2 Switches in
I
your
have
possession.
2 in my
Why didn't you
possession
just
now.
leave one for Jose since he's still waiting for his?
I thought his was right behind mine. Kind of find out it's not till Tuesday.
It's fine. I'm not worried about it.
But he got the Target
Jose, do you want
one, which is
mine?
cheaper.
No, I'll just wait till 2. I have plenty to play. We'll talk
I
about
have one
that
right
too.
here, guys. Sealed. If anybody wants this, just let me know.
So yes, I was concerned because I heard Hoag's pre-order got canceled this morning. I'm like, oh my god, these things are getting canceled, and so I just ran out and grabbed one, just on a whim.
Well, I'm glad you found him at Target. When I went to the GameStop to pick up or to trade in Grayson's Switch Lite, they said they were all out of their extras and they had a 60-person line
Yeah,
or
I think
something
there
at the
was
midnight release. So
20 at the Target I went to. So I was like,
Nissa was saying the online for Diego was, I think, asking is already up to like 800 online. That's insane.
what do you mean?
Like you can flip it for $800 USD online. You might
I mean,
think about
Eric
that
showed a
then.
huge stack of them at one of his stores, and I think Todd sent us a link for Costco. I wonder if that still works to buy one.
Yeah,
which
one of
was
my
actually-
coworkers asked me, he's like, "What are you going to sell it for?" And I said, $472.68, exact what I paid for it, because I don't scalp because I'm not a d bag.
My GGs this week goes to myself. While I was cleaning up my office, I found these 2 games, you guys. I showed this earlier to Eric. Original PlayStation Metal Gear Solid, one of the top 5, probably top 10 greatest games of all time. This is in mint condition, Eric. What's this going for, loose? Can you look that up for me real quick?
Greatest
And
Hits edition.
Mission Impossible, the game. Bacon didn't know this existed on PlayStation 1. You even get to wear masks. It shows the explosion. We'll add these to my collection back there. Very excited. I knew I had these somewhere. PS1, greatest PlayStation console. Shout out GG's to me for finding these. Jose, what was your GG's for the week?
Complete price is $28 US.
Not worth
Mission Impossible?
3.
Probably more.
Jose?
My GGs. What are my GGs this week?
Mission Impossible is 11.
That's hilarious. Honestly, my GGs out this week are actually all of our I'll call them our sister shows that are all in LA right now. I've actually been really enjoying the lead up for Luke and Captain Logan, and for Joe and Kyle, and for Ains, of course. And
Excited for them to be out there.
it's going to be a great weekend, dude. Like all the work that they've done, I'm glad that they get to enjoy it. You know, Logan did a live stream from the airport wearing his Crocs, and he looks absolutely ridiculous.
I couldn't
So
watch that.
That was my GGs this week. I hope those guys have a lot of fun. Make sure you check out their content and support them, man. They're going to have a great weekend for sure. So
Shout out to XEP. Shout out to PS Trophy Room. Shout out to Season Gaming. Yeah, I wish we could have joined them this year. Maybe next year we'll all be there. And shout out to Lotus Esprit.
Esprit. Remember
think it's
those?
Esprit.
Remember those clothes from the '90s? Esprit.
I do. And like I was saying, maybe next year we'll go and get Eric. We can import him to go to it as well.
Dude, he'll get stopped at the border, and it'll be a
deal.
thing. Yeah,
You're
we'll
right.
I could talk my way in.
Okay.
I'll just
Quick
stop
shout-
talking about football.
Quick shout out to Freight Conductor in response to the Game Pass short. Freight Conductor said, "You either die a hero or live long enough to see yourself become the villain. Rest in peace, Dan." When me and Eric were shocked that JB didn't know about Game Pass, and how people to this day don't know Game Pass exists. Xbox Expansion Pass, speaking of Luke Lore, said, "Put on a shirt, Dan." Thanks, Eric. Game Positive 2 days ago on Joe's short about Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Oscar-worthy Raphael is the GOAT, though. You got that right, Eric. And Ghetto Hipster, don't give me hope for Titanfall 3 when we were talking. What was that? What were we talking about in that short? I don't even know how Titanfall came up. What were we? Does anyone remember? Jose?
You were mad at it for something.
no, it was the IP problem one. Where I said there's an IP problem right now, where like games like Mass Effect and Titanfall that we revere so much, trying to write a new story is a huge challenge on top of the technical piece of it. So yeah, shout out to Ghetto Hipster for sure.
All right, guys, let's jump into what have we been playing and or watching. Eric, I'll throw it to you. What have you been playing, brother?
A little small indie game called Elden Ring Night Rain. It's all I've been playing since it came out. I play it every night. I haven't slept. It's my current game of the year. And Dan, you should
Really?
buy it.
It's your
Stop being a
game of the
baby.
year.
Currently, I mean, subject to change without notice. But
Your
right
game of the year is Elden Ring Night Rain, an action-packed, speed-boosted, not quite Elden Ring game.
now, buy it.
Jose, I don't believe him.
Where is that one?
It's on sale on Fanatical. You can get it cheaper
Jose, I
on
don't
Steam.
believe you.
If you buy it on Steam, I will buy it on Steam.
Jose,
That'll be
we
my
need to
third
get-
copy.
Eric,
It's so good. The bosses, the Night Lords, dude, they are
Eric,
S
I
tier.
just
They are
don't wanna
among the
play- I
best.
don't want to be rushed in my Elden Ring and my
I
Souls
think you
gameplay.
think you
I
can't
played the
beat it.
beta. It has nothing to do with whether or not I can beat it. It's just it's not. It wasn't. I didn't have fun when I played.
Yeah,
it.
but you played the beta. Totally different.
Anything else, Eric?
No, honestly, just literally, like I'm looking at the case right now, and as soon as it's over, I'm going back into Limgrave, and I'm killing the Night Lord. And you're coming with me.
Oh my
Coming
god!
with me.
The only way I would do this is on sale for like 20 or less, and I was on Steam. Maybe I don't know. Jose, what about you?
Well, real quick, I knew he was going to do it later, but shout out to Eric this week for bringing back his stream on Twitch. That was fun yesterday for the Xbox State of Play. That was fun, man. Other than Doom: The Dark Ages, so here's the last part of that story. I almost walked away from Doom because I was just really bitter because, again, it's just a lot of time. And I'll be honest,
Dude, that's a lot to get everything. You got to go out of your way, Jose. I
was,
understand.
and I was having a good time. And again, when I got to like 17, 18, I was like, all right, cool, I'm going to do it. So that hurt. But here's what I decided. I actually am going to play it on my Ally. Like, I need something that I can play on the go. Since I've already finished the 19 levels, I know where most of the things are at. It won't be as bad. And it was, that's kind of my plan. I'll tell you, it doesn't run great. Now, to be fair, I ran it locally. I didn't try to stream it, so I might try like an Xbox Cloud Play and see how that goes. I know that seems a little rough for Doom, but it's not fast like 2016 was. It's a little slower. Yeah. So I'll try that and I'll report back next week. But otherwise, the other thing I started in lieu of that, because I wanted to with some of the Customer Games Fest stuff, was I did finally start Death Stranding. People have talked about it for years and years and years. Good night, baby. And
what are your
I've never played
impressions?
it. And everybody was like, it's such a weird game. And I was like, it can't be that weird. I was wrong.
It's that weird.
It is super, super, super weird. But I kind of like it. And again, to be fair, I could have seen how Dan absolutely would hate this game. Not because of Hideo or because of what's Daryl Dixon's real name? Norman Reedus. I like that there was a cameo for Guillermo del Toro. He like the horror master. He's one of the first people you meet. But it is a very
cutscene heavy.
It is
game.
cutscene heavy. Now, to be fair, part of what I'm enjoying is I'm on my 4070 Super on my PC. It on its OLED. It looks gorgeous, dude. Like, it's a gorgeous game. So I'm gonna see how long I can play through it. You know what I mean? It's something that's pretty easy to play. Like, once I get in the story and I'm just walking around, it's a great podcast game, it seems like. So I enjoy that piece of it as well. But I just know I don't have anything on the docket after this. You know what I'm saying?
That must feel good, Jose.
It does feel good. I mean, I have a backlog. I'll always have the backlog. But I really wanted to get this done because of Death Stranding 2 coming out, because I think that looks interesting. And I'm excited to get to play some games. I need something multiplayer in my life, though. I did realize that.
I'm ready. We haven't played multiplayer in a while. You guys were
Bacon
sucked
and
into
Chance and
Expedition
Eric.
33.
Night
We
Rain.
were.
I mean, I
thought about it, Eric, but like, I thought
It's
about it.
$35 on Fanatical. No tax.
I would only get it on Steam. I'm not getting it on anything else because Steam would have
It's a
the
Steam
largest
key.
player base.
It's a Steam key.
If you get it, Dan, let me know. I'd play with you. I agree. I wouldn't. The crossplay thing does upset me because there are other people I think that would love to have that. Thank you.
Yeah.
That's so bad.
So we'll see what happens, man. But let me keep you posted, Eric. I may join. Are you Steam or Xbox though? What are you playing it on?
He's got
it on
and
both. He's missing his Steam.
Yeah, I bought it on Xbox.
Good thing there's
and
cross
PlayStation.
progression.
Send me that link, Eric. Maybe I'll join you.
No, Jose.
What else am I going to do? Death Stranding is all I got until
We
this
have
weekend. We'll see what happens this
Warzone.
weekend.
We have we should. You know what we should try? It's the finals. I still have yet
I
to
have
play.
finals. I'd play finals with you. I liked finals.
I have it
It's fun.
downloaded.
We could do that too.
Arc Raiders could shadow drop too. That's going to be what pulls me away from Night Rain, if anything.
Oh yeah, I'll hold off. I might do Arc Raiders. I did enjoy Arc Raiders. Yeah, that's what I've been up to, man. Just those two games, getting ready to start summer here and see what's coming this weekend. But man, what a just a great time, dude. I
Yeah,
love
I'm
gaming.
excited for the next 2 days. Jose, I'll jump in too because I'm also still playing Doom. I think I'm on level 10 or 11, so I'm not nearly as far as you. And also been trying to 100%. At first, I was playing on the hardest difficulty, then I dropped it one below, and now I'm kind of like, I got to keep this moving.
You're on the difficulty where if you die once, you're dead.
No, you still get the things to bring
Yeah,
you
you
back
can
on the
still get
hardest,
the-
unless they
yeah.
changed it in the update.
I thought the hardest level on Doom was like you're dead and your run is over.
Yeah. I can't remember what it's called, but that is a.
I'm on the Hurt Me Plenty difficulty level. That's the one above normal by one.
Yeah, I was on that for a while, so I'm enjoying it. But like Jose said, like it's weird. I like Doom, but it's like after a level, I'm like, okay, I'm ready to play something else. So jump into Super Mario Wonder still a little bit,
I need to borrow
and
that from you.
I'm gonna have that digitally. Sorry, a game cart to Grayson only. I didn't tell that to you guys. I did sell all of my physical games. Sorry, Eric. Yes, ripped all of my physical Nintendo games. They're all gone. I had $300 in Nintendo Shop, which was I think 13 games and the Switch Lite. So should be able to buy most of them back. Hopefully on a summer sale that they'll have here coming soon. Otherwise, whatever.
It's not Steam, bud. It's Nintendo.
No, Nintendo has a summer sale after
They do
E3.
25% off.
They do.
A
That's
lot.
fine.
Well,
I'll-
not a
I'll-
lot. Twice a year.
I'll take that. By the way, I just bought Need for Speed Hot Pursuit for Grayson. It was $7. Can't beat that. So he's excited to play that. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I've been playing it on my PC, my desktop. It looks incredible. Also been playing my laptop. I have to drop it down to 40. Bacon, I was using FSR and there's like a weird artifacting, like it couldn't process it. So I had to turn it off.
The real
So I have to go
smear.
I have to go to like TAA and just run it native, and that really hurts the performance. Like I'm at like 38, like 40 frames.
On your laptop,
Which is- yeah,
It's a
which is-
1650, right?
It's a 6800S. And so, I mean, it feels decent at 40. I will say that. If games can get to 40, it feels okay. But it sucks that FSR, I don't know what the hell was going on with it. It just broke on me one day. But yeah, oh, that was the other thing. Like I said, I have been playing with the DualSense my entire Doom run. Bacon, the pedals are great. I don't like those nub things. These pedals feel just like the
prefer
Xbox.
the nubs.
These feel just like the Xbox ones. But like I was telling you guys, my hand just starts to hurt after a while. It's just not comfortable. It's comfortable when your thumbs are here. There's a reason why the thumbstick should be up here, guys, on the PlayStation controller. This is where your thumbs rest. That's why the thumbstick should be up there. This one for your movement, and then to press buttons. So I don't know. Might send the DualSense back. Bacon, what have you been playing?
Other than my 30 minutes playing retro Nintendo games on my Switch before the show started, I had quit Expedition 33, and then Deja Vu went ahead and got the 1,000. So I'm like, ain't no way I'm
You couldn't let him do that.
He
Mike,
beat
I ain't gonna let
Simon?
that happen. I'll fast forward an entire
Oh, wait,
day
wait,
later.
Bacon. I forgot to shout out. Shout out to Deja Vu. I didn't know it was his birthday. Happy birthday,
He
Deja Vu.
invited you to his birthday barbecue.
But he didn't say that. He
you were
just
out
said
of
it was a
town.
cookout. He said he cookout at my house on
Yeah,
Sunday.
he
Okay.
said the same thing to me too. He's like, "You want to come for my barbecue?" I was like, "Yeah, I'll come." And I was like, "I didn't know it was your birthday. I would have brought you something." I feel like
Rookies.
Yeah, he didn't say that. So no, we didn't know. Shout out to Deja Vu. It was his birthday. I think he turned 44. He's older than me.
He's
So go
not.
ahead.
He's last year in the 30s. He's 39. Anyways, so I'm like, cool. So I start knocking out more achievements, and I figured out that something glitched earlier in the game, and I wasn't gonna be able to get my 1,000. I'm like, cool. I can do new game plus and grab that last achievement. Well, I get to Simon, the hardest boss I have ever played in any game at any time at any point in my freaking life. I spent 10 straight hours on Tuesday trying to beat this. I want to swear right now so bad. It is impossible. I would try him like for 3 or 4 hours. I'd go out and grind Pictos and come back with more ranked up stuff. Last night, I rage quit the game so freaking hard that I instantly deleted it,
Whoa.
and I'm done.
And he reinstalled it.
Still my game of the year, possibly game of generation. I have never played a more unfair boss in any
Silkin'
game.
It says he spent 2 hours, reviewed his build, and one shot his ass. Come
you
on.
need to talk
Dude,
to Silken.
you
It.
cannot
I'm
do
sure
that
there are
in New Game
videos.
Plus. I build the exact Macca's guide had a one-shot build, and I can one-shot him in the first phase. and I
Macca's
can-
guides.
And then
Macca's
sometimes
guides.
you'll get, I'll drop 20 million damage on one shot on the first phase. You go into the second phase and you hit him for 5 million, and you got to get to 75 million damage in New Game Plus. Dude, freaking
You have to do it in New Game Plus only.
I might start it again and go through and just.
I was
base
going to say,
game
maybe
and
you
win
need to
it.
do it. Deja Vu said Simon easy after OP, LOL.
Dude, I swear to Christ, I followed Macca's guide
Macca's
to the
guides.
T. He's so great. He has the best guide. Shout out to Macca. You make
Shout out
the
to
best
Macca,
guide.
another
You're
Canadian.
never going to see this, Macca, but you are the man. I follow your guides more than anyone in the game.
Same.
Silkin it said, to be fair, I did it before Nerf.
Mael.
Did it 200 million.
Oh, I would love to have done 200 million. The highest I can do is 22 million, but roulette screws you in phase 2. And don't get me started on phase 3. He will gamage you right away in phase 3, and you're like, oh, that's over.
I think I'm skipping this game. I don't know.
You shouldn't. It's a great, it's a
Just
fantastic
skip it
game.
and don't 1,000 out of 1,000.
Yeah,
I
don't.
had a great time.
You have to
moved
pay 100% attention to get that 1,000 out of 1,000.
Yeah, don't start a new game plus until you beat Simon and Clea.
Yes, please don't. If you guys do it, beat Simon first, because there are 2 achievements locked behind Simon, and I can see one of the
I hear
journal
this-
entries right behind him. I'm like, I just should sneak in and grab it, but I can't.
All right. Well, that's what we've been playing and watching. Bacon
great
almost
game.
ruined his game of the year so far, but
And watch Mobland on Paramount Plus. It's incredible.
Really? I was thinking about it. Okay.
I
Incredible.
also
wait. Is this another one of those guy
not a
who writes all
Sheridan
the
show.
shows?
You'd think it was a Sheridan
yeah,
show.
that's what I was gonna say.
But Deja Vu will back me on that one.
Sheridan inspired.
I should say I forgot to tell you guys we finished season 2 of Last of Us. Victoria and I.
No spoilers.
No spoilers. I didn't care for it. Like straight up. And again, for those that don't know, which everyone I think does at this point, I haven't played any of the games. So I went in totally blind to season 2. Bacon and Dan told me why fans were upset at episode 1 because they spoiled
Episode
something
2.
that was in the game. I'm not going to say what it was.
Oh
but,
yeah, you're right. You're episode one. That this
I could
person
see-
shouldn't.
yeah. I could see why people were upset about that.
It's so bad.
I just didn't. I just like. There were a couple of scenes I thought were cool. It actually.
What
made
did
me-
you think was cool?
I liked
Not spoilery.
the.
When
let me
Ellie's
see how to
not
say it.
there.
I liked the. The scene where Ellie is pursuing someone in an infested area that only she
Yes,
can be
yes,
in.
yes.
I
The
liked
Red
that
Room.
scene a lot. It made me actually excited for Intergalactic because that's the actress from Intergalactic. I thought that was cool.
Yeah.
I
That was a good part in the game too.
Sure.
Finally.
Game.
beyond that, I didn't love a whole lot, and I like seeing more of the clickers, but we didn't. That was only like a couple of scenes.
Actually, the more I think about it, yeah. Besides that one big
Yeah,
battle,
and that's what
You
I'm
like
here
season
for,
1
man.
though, right? You
What's
like
that?
season 1? You like season 1 though?
I enjoyed season 1.
Yeah.
And I know we're not going to get into it today, but I know there's a controversy about. I'm on Dan's side, by the way, about the finale of that season. The other thing I did this week I watched was The Monkey. I don't know if any of you will watch this.
I have seen that.
It's a bizarre movie. It's basically it's based off a Stephen King short essay or
Novella.
something like that. A novella,
Yeah.
that's what it was. Where basically it's about this toy monkey that every time he beats his drum, people die in these absurd ways. And I enjoyed my time with it. It's a horror comedy, if that's a thing. I know that sounds bizarre, but it works really well. I don't think I'll watch it again, but it was definitely interesting. So if you like horror, definitely check out The Monkey. But that's what I've been watching this week while trying to pout about Doom and work and that kind of stuff. So
Todd Oxer said, The Last of Us season 2 was rough. Some good moments, but Ellie is hard to like. And Silkenit said, I'd argue Ellie would be hard to like in the games if you didn't play as her. I kind of agree, Silkenit, but at the same time, no. I feel like in the game, Ellie, even though I wasn't the biggest fan of Ellie, was much more likable in the games than in the show. To an extent, like I didn't love her, but I understood what she was doing. But I have to shout out Allie. Allie is like, this is just a horrible cycle of violence the whole way. She's like, it needs to end. And she's getting it a lot sooner than I did. Yeah, go ahead, Jose.
that's what I was going to say too about, and I think Ains is the one who said this first in our other chat, and I agree with him. I can't stop seeing Ellie as like a brat.
Yes.
Like
and
I
she
don't-
was
I don't
not
mean-
that bratty
She's
in the
not
game.
that at all. In the
like
game.
Exactly.
to be like a
She's scary
like a
in the game.
petulant child.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
She's
like
capable. In
Yeah.
the
like
game.
it's just and that's a hard thing because in the game she's a lot older in the sequel, right? Where like Bella Ramsey has not aged that much in a year.
Yeah, I think
You know
it's
what
like
mean?
a 5-year jump, 4 or 5 years.
So
in the game.
that just weirdly bothered me. And again, I liked her in season 1. It's not a critique to Bella Ramsey.
Yeah.
I just didn't. Every time I see her, I see a teenager, like one of my sophomores, getting upset and killing people, and I'm like, I just don't like that. You know what I mean? So that's been my gripe, but maybe that's a me problem. Anyway, I digress.
No, I agree. I think playing the game, Todd said, adds some empathy to their moments. Abby comes off better than Ellie. Deja vu. Ellie memes are funny as hell. Speaking of, I'm gonna send one right now.
They are
in our
so
Nerd
good.
Chat Discord. Right, I
Dude,
forgot to
that
send
Kevin
this
James
to you.
one where he's like,
That's the one I was gonna send. Did I send that? Or did you guys see that?
Such a good one,
Dude, that one is insane. I'm like, I can't unsee it now. Oh, shout out to Bella Ramsey. I'm sorry, Bella. You're doing your best. I know it. I really wish you would play the games, Jose.
I do too.
It's not
Like
gonna
the
happen
second game is way better than what the show is portrayed, and how it ends is exactly like where it's, you're starting as a different character at the end of season 2. Basically, you're going to see that person's perspective. It does such a better job in the game because you literally don't know anything about her or him until the end and until the moment. And then all of a sudden you're playing as that person. And it's,
I'll send you a video, Jose. If you're not going to play it, I'll send you a video.
no,
That's
should
really
play 'em. They're
that's
on
really
Steam.
good.
Send it to me.
no,
It's extreme.
because he hasn't seen this where season 3 is going to pick up.
That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got to see it.
How about
if
this?
If
When
he's
they
gone
annou-
this
when they-
far,
when they announce Last of Us 3, the game, I'll play 2. How about that?
Jose, you should just play it right now. You really should.
Dude,
if it's
I
ever on
argued
sale, guys,
playing-
let's get this
I
for
argued
Jose.
playing
We got to
one.
take care of it.
But I loved 1, bro.
How long is 2? How long is
They're
it?
not, well,
Golden
2
Pass.
is a little long, but 1 is, you could get through in like 15 or less hours. 2 is probably like 20, 25, Eric.
One's
I'm not
really
gonna,
good.
I'm not going to
dude.
play 1. I know you said it's literally the first season. I'm not going to
Yeah,
play
I guess
what
you
I've
don't
seen.
have to play 1. You really don't. That one was,
24 hours main story. Last of Us 2.
Ugh,
I will
that's
say
young.
the Last
But-
of Us
but
2's
it-
narrative
it's-
structure is it's like one of the best that you'll see in a video game. It's very like brave of them to do that because games are usually
Yeah.
trying to not
I
take
agree.
any risks. Just not, like you can say what you want about the story and the writing and like the subjective nature of those things, but structurally the way that the narrative is told in the sequel in the game is really good, and they don't do that in the show, and it's very dumb.
and Jose, the combat is really, when they let you play, the
It is very
gameplay
fun, too.
is the best that Naughty Dog has done, hands down, out of all of
Yes.
their games.
Yes.
And there's one part where you're in this like parking garage. Sick. It was so much fun to play. It was incredible.
I literally watched montages of Last of Us fighting.
It's pretty. Jose, I think it's worth. I really think you should play it. I do, and it won't drag on until further along. You're like, okay, let's wrap this up. You're like, really? It's still there's one section you're like, wow, we're still going, aren't we? Similar to Red Dead, but not nearly as bad as Red Dead at the end of Red Dead 2.
It's on sale too right now for state or days of play or whatever.
In
No,
what?
he's got to get it for Steam.
It's on sale. Should be on sale for both, right?
No, it's not on sale for Steam right now. I'll keep an eye out.
It
I
might
have,
be
I
a-
have lots to play, truly, and this weekend's going to add more
I
to
think
that.
you should, Jose, you should play it, dude. You've come this far. You really should play it.
Peer pressure.
We'll see. I will
Play,
consider it.
play Last of Us Part 2, Jose. Play Last of Us Part 2.
Oh, this if Jose loses the showcase
Yes.
festivals,
Okay,
he
that's
has
fair.
to play the Last
I
of
will-
Us.
if
Well, I
lose
wanted to
will
play it
buy and
regardless.
If I lose, I will buy it and play it. And if I win, I'll probably look into it at some point.
You should play it
It's
anyway.
fine.
Gentlemen, let's close the show like we always do with the best food we had this week. I will go quickly. Bonus, even though I had heinous acidic caca diarrhea earlier, decided to follow that up with some Chipotle away. Got the Chipotle bowl, chicken dough meat, queso, green extra corn, lettuce, fajitas, side of guac. Absolutely incredible. Jose, please add a Chipotle to the ticker. Bacon, what was the best food you had this week?
I did have a Costco pizza, so you can finally add pizza for me. Something that's not.
Incredible. That counts.
But my wife picked up something by her work the other day and brought it home. I think it's got yum sauce on it. It's like rice and chicken and steak, and now I can't find it. Here, hold on.
Yeah, what is the yum yum sauce? Because I've heard that too.
Nissa Hauer.
Tokyo Hibachi Express on Garrison and Jewel.
Nice.
Super good, actually.
Okay.
It's almost like a fry sauce, but it's like it was shrimp, chicken, and steak, and it's like literally like a fry sauce you get from Freddy's.
Nice.
But you cover it. And
He
it's
loves
on
that Freddy
on a
sauce,
bed
you
of
guys.
rice. It's on a bed of rice. Super good.
And shout out to Nissa Howard. Nissa's a barbecue. Guys, one more thing I forgot to add. Allie and I got to have a little lunch date during my work from home day. Went to Orion Sushi. So freaking good, you guys. I just love that place. By the way, she talked us. I couldn't quite understand her server. And she's like, oh, you want to try this? Is it Wagyu or Wagyu?
Wagyu beef.
I
was
the way
like,
you
yeah.
pronounce it.
I was like-
you.
I was like, yeah, I'll try it. It was $23.
Yep. Yep.
But my God, it was delicious.
They massage the cows with milk, Dan, in Japan.
Dude, I was like, this is the most tender.
It's delicious.
Incredible.
The marbling on it is insane.
I was like, this is incredible. So
That's
yeah,
pretty
she
cheap
got her
compared
asses.
to L.A. though. Ains is,
Wait, Wagyu. According to Todd Oxtra.
Why does
Wagyu.
Todd Oxted think he's like the
He's married to
knowledge of
like a
all guys?
Filipino or
He
something.
also works in
right?
the food industry, bud. That's like his
That's
job.
fair. But he works like
Yeah,
like
Todd, isn't
Art
she like
Griswold.
from
Isn't he,
Philippines
like,
or Indonesia or something?
creating industrial varnishes for Fruit Loops?
Thai. She's Thai, I think. If I'm not
Hey,
mistaken.
Griswold.
I'm not stepping into that box, but I believe Todd.
Jose, what about you?
I also had Chipotle this week. We we dinner with my parents on Sundays. We were going to do a cookout, and then my dad had to go visit my grandma at the last minute, and so my mom was like, "Let's go to Chipotle." I said, "Yeah, that was fantastic, delightful. It was good. It was the same one where I proposed to my wife. Is a delicious meal." One thing that I also just have to say, because you said it right now, Dan, that just Todd's wife is Filipino, by the way.
I was close. I said that first.
That,
Wagyu.
that bothers me. If they call it fajitas, that is not what
Fajitas.
fajitas.
I know,
Fajitas is the meat. Right?
I know.
but that's what they call
I
the
don't,
veggies.
I don't get it either.
Freaks me out. Anyway,
Because
on top
you know
of that-
why, Jose? Because usually when you have fajitas, those are ingredients that are traditionally served with it. Am I right?
Yeah, but why, I just don't know why they say veggies. Do you want veggies? Like that's.
I don't know.
I don't understand. On top of that, also a huge shout out. Today was the last day for my secretary at work, Pam, and she is one of our fiercest Popeyes proponents. And so,
Love that chicken for Popeyes.
so we had that today for lunch, which was absolutely.
Wait,
delightful as
Jose,
well.
breaking.
Exclusive world premiere.
Eric, share us your news that you saw in Canada.
about Popeyes.
Yes.
There's a family of Canadian geese that live next door to Popeyes, and they go to the drive-through in the morning. I saw it with my own eyes.
I thought
Do
you were
they
saying that
also get
Popeyes
spicy chicken sandwiches?
was the first time they built it there. That's what I thought that
it's
was.
no. I mean, Popeyes came to Nova Scotia semi-recently. It was like 2 years ago. They built it right next to a lake, which has geese
Oh,
or loons, I should say.
We call them
And-
Canadian geese.
Yeah. And so they hang out at Popeyes, man, because Popeyes serves chicken, not loons and geese.
I feel like that's weird, cannibalistic a little bit.
I feel like they just eat the fries, maybe.
There's got to be one worker that's just like, watch this and keeps throwing them bits of chicken.
They were pretty big. They were bigger than you usually.
I'm sure they do if they eat Popeyes all day. You got some fatty geese out there.
oh
Yeah,
man.
you
Shout
shout
out
the
to
raccoons
Todd.
live near me.
Oh gosh, shout out to Todd Oxtra. I made a flank steak, balsamic salad, and a Mexican corn chicken bake. Wow.
I make corn dogs.
Chicken bake.
Mrs. said barbecue ribs. I also this week we went back to Tokabe, which is again Native American fry bread, and it's like an open faced Chipotle burrito on fry bread. Blows my mind. Bacon, if you're ever out, you want a cool place to take. Now go take her to Tokabe. It's on 38th and
Oh, that's up there.
it is. I can't remember the cross street. But let me ask Victoria. What's the cross street for Tokabe? 38th and what?
I don't know.
It's near Tennyson. It's not Tennyson. Though. It's near Tennyson. But fantastic, dude. Like literally one of the best meals. It's just terrible for you because it's a huge amount of deep fried dough, but it's super good. That's
Live
the best
up.
food I had this week.
Live
What's the live
update.
update?
The Pacers came all the way back and just took game one.
Whoa.
Good for
They were
them.
down by 20.
Yeah, I've been watching it.
Dude,
It's
did you guys see that parlay where he picked
Thank you.
the Pacers, Edmonton, New York Liberty, Eagles, and Dodgers all to win, and he's down to just the Pacers and Edmonton now. And I think did Edmonton win last night?
Hell yeah, they did in OT.
Yeah, and then the Pacers win. His buyout right now, last night it was like at $120,000, and now it's
Who is
up.
this?
Some
ran
guy I
out.
saw on Twitter made a bet, and if he wins it, it's like $290,000 or something. Like he
Dude,
put down
100
$13.
grand I would sell right there. That's insane.
Deja, deviled eggs never work for me, bro. It's not
love
good for
deviled
anyone
eggs.
in the same room with me. anyone
I
in the
love
same
deviled
zip
eggs.
code.
I
love them too.
Love deviled
They
eggs.
just don't work for me.
Actually, deviled eggs are delicious. Eric, take us home. What was the best food you had this week?
Disappointing week. I haven't
Ugh.
really ate anything delicious like you guys. I've been having to do like a clean week. I think the best thing I had, I know. I think the best thing I had was like a Greek yogurt parfait with like some granola,
Which
and
is
some
good.
Haskap berries and blueberries and blackberries, a little honey. And it says, yeah, dude, it's been rough. No
Eric,
barbecue, no fast
Legitimately,
food.
I would never make someone trying to be healthy. But didn't you also drink Electric Blue Pepsi, just for the record?
Sugar free, and it's not bad.
Aspartame's really bad.
Not great though. Wouldn't buy it again. I
But
I
glad
would
you tried it.
stick. It's blue. Really messed me up when I saw how blue it. It's very blue.
Was your pee blue afterwards?
No,
Okay, fine.
Eric.
feel blue though.
Let's go, Eric. Matt Valdez said, "Keep it clean, brother." Matt, I need you to motivate me too. I'm still I'm up to 200, man. I'm usually around 190. Matt, help me lose 10 pounds. I can't do it. I just love to eat too much. I'm sorry, Matt. I'm
Great.
failing you.
Food's good.
Don't drink any calories.
Gentlemen, this has been the Nerd Chat episode 214, the 2025 Battle Royale between the Xbox Game Showcase and Summer Game Fest prediction show. Very excited to get to those conferences in the next few days and tally up the scores. My name is Daddy Diwali. You can follow me at Daddy Diwali across all social media. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast on all social media. Make sure to check out Jose Shorts. He's been killing it. There's been some great ones featuring Joe and his Obama and his Trump and just hot takes from all of us. Shout out to Jose for making those, and Jose as well. Shout out to him for his incredible thumbnails. Speaking of Jose, where can people find you?
You can find me everywhere, Chipotle Bear. Also, a side note, and this is like a serious one. If you send me like a friend request somewhere, somehow let me know who you are. I've got a couple on Xbox that I was like, oh, maybe it's like a friend of the show. Nope, just spam. just throwing that out.
I
more than
get
happy
the
to
bots
be-
all the time.
Yeah, more than happy to be friends with people and like chat and stuff like that. But just a heads up. No, other than that, man, just I'm finishing up my last week of work next week, and then we're going to go out of town. So I actually won't be on the show next Thursday. Also, I think we went try to do some kind of a watch party on Sunday for Xbox Live Showcase. So again, if Eric, if you want to join us,
We
please
will.
feel free. We can add your Twitch to our stream if you want as well, just so you know you can do that. Dan's doing, or he sometimes does that right now, but it's up to you. Other than that, man, just again, go support our friends too, dude. They're at SGF. They're with the Iron Lords and with Colt Eastwood and everybody out there having a great time. And they deserve it, man. They worked really hard. This is one of our favorite times of the year in the gaming world. And I'm sure it's going to be a fun weekend. I'm sure there's going to be great surprises. There's going to be some stuff we expect. But again, that's still great because it's stuff we want. So other than that, go play some games, have fun. And of course, thanks for coming, guys. Oh, and also, we're less than 100 to get to 500. We're almost there, man, for those JVC challenge. So keep those subscribes coming. We appreciate
Eric's
it.
part of that challenge as well. Bacon Gaming, where can people find you?
Oh, you can find me playing on my Nintendo Switch 2 as a plumber from the 80s because I live for this stuff. You can find me on, I don't know, I guess Twitter. This new Elon Musk, Donald Trump feud is awesome.
This is crazy.
Loving every minute of this.
It's absolute madness. Our country's a joke. And thank you so much for subbing in tonight, Eric at Game Positive. Make sure to check out his new streams. He's bringing back his podcast. He's back in the game, folks. Thanks for stepping up tonight. We're gonna keep score. Got to get Bubble Boy score in there as well. Thank you for filling in. Where can people find you?
Yeah, you can find me over at YouTube at Game Positive YT, over on Twitch at Game Positive Live. I will be streaming the Xbox Showcase, probably with you guys. That'd be cool. And yeah, the podcast is back. The first episode's on YouTube and all major podcast services. It's a little rough, but I promise it might get better.
All right.
I promise it might.
It might. But yes, thank you for Jose for reminding us. We will be streaming the Xbox Games Showcase Sunday at 11 a.m. our time, I believe, Jose. I think it's 10 a.m. Pacific, so we're an hour ahead. So be sure, join us for that. I don't think we're going to be doing Keeley Fest tomorrow. By the way, can someone watch the Keeley Fest for me and keep score? Because I just remembered Grayson's finally been cleared off the IR, and I'm going to take him to flag football. So I'm really excited for that. So I don't know if
I'm at work tomorrow, bud. Sorry.
watch and score it. So.
I'll be watching it, but I won't be streaming or anything.
Okay. Well, As always, Summer Game Fest, Xbox Showcase, and Nintendo Switch 2 lovers. See you online.
See you online.
See you online.
See you online.
No, you stepped on me, you dirty.
This is for
See you
Dave's
online.
meat adventure.
Who wants some man meat? I do. I want some man meat.
Michael, the white would like your man meat.
Well, then my man meat he shall have.
The Nerd Chat is an Xbox podcast celebrating all things gaming, food, and the good old days. You can follow the show at the Nerd Chat Podcast across all social media. The show was created by Daniel Walenzik, and you can follow him at Daddy D. Wally. Co-host and producer Jose Martinez III can be found at Chipotle_bear. Former intern, now co-host Jason Jarrett can be found at xbacongamin. And former co-host, now returning intern Chance Siegel can be found at BubbleBoyN7. If you'd like to find out more about the show, please visit nerdchatmedia.com. And as always, see you online.